This is about intention. The smallest piece of physicality, that which all of you and we build upon, is what your science calls the atom. You are taught that each single piece of physicality contains electrons, protons, and neutrons. And then they are supposed to attach themselves together like a bride and groom in various ways to create what you call nature. Molecules manifest this union and marriage to create you, me, and even your elephants. We would like at this time to expose a flaw in the network thinking of your Terran sciences. So let us start with what you know as the atom. Your experts tell you that atoms are dancing and spinning unpredictably. Yes, that's the right word. Where is the predictable solidity of matter? Where do the elements that communion together come from? Your scientists cannot really answer this. They have only theory. Terran scientists presuppose that all physical matter comes or has its original source in matter. This is the flaw that we want to share with you. The true origin of all elements of physical matter is intent. The intent of the isness that makes all things possible. The physical reality that you know has an invisible side or world that your Terran sciences are only now begrudgingly looking at for answers. We are pleased to share with you the idea that intent is the primal force of creation. You may use desire if you would like. It is the isness whose intent and desire to explore and expand itself in all possible openness that create all physical matter on all dimensions, and has made it possible for us as well to explore ourselves to completion. Therefore, know this. The first material in creation is the electron. The electron is the first tool in which to build upon your reality in the physical. Now let's look at you, the Terran. Look at yourself in the mirror. Your physicality is composed of atoms, which form into molecules, which then become cells. You that hear these words are yourself a symphony of electrons, atoms, molecules, and cells of intent. All of you are an unimaginable complex being of intents or desires. Many of you walk around asking for a miracle, and you are already that which you ask for. From beginning to end, physical matter is a network of intent and desire. The isness then spins consciousness into the matter, and what you have is life. Physical third density life. From the smallest organisms to you, the zenith of your creation, with your modest and reasoning mind. What you see and experience is only the smallest part of you, the tip of the iceberg, maybe one would say, the outer expression of an inner event. The pattern for your human form is then really created in spirit, and your body is composed of an unbelievable number of intents, each intent having a particular function, and each specifically directed towards the creation and sustenance of a particular portion of your humanness. For all of your Terran science theories about life and the nature of physicality, explain how it might be that a single-celled organism can split and divide and divide and divide, with each division becoming more and more specialized. In the division, one cell that divides creates a clone of itself. How then does your science explain how one division becomes a kidney cell and the other a brain cell? If they are clones of the parent cell, which is neither a brain or a kidney, how does this specialization, where does this specialization come from? Oops, we exposed the flaw. It is not hormonal regulators. Why? Simply because you don't know where the hormones come from. Your science can catalog and dissect and shatter as much as it wills. As long as it restricts itself only to physical matter, and that the world that you perceive is just physical, your sciences will only have questions and no answers. Fun, isn't it?
And there's nothing more debilitating, more controlling and limiting than the victim mentality. We're encouraged by this manipulation throughout our lives to see ourselves as victims, to blame someone else. Oh, I'm a victim, I'm in this situation because of A, B, C, D, and on it goes. And when we're in that state, we're going to stay in that state, because when you think you're a victim, the victim vibe goes out, the victim circumstance goes in. When you say, hey, I'm not a victim, I'm in control of my life, I've created these circumstances I don't like, therefore I can create circumstances I do. At that point, the victim mentality's gone. Victim circumstances stop being attracted, and suddenly people come into your life who are just the people you need to get you out of the circumstances you don't like. And if you don't realize what's happening, and most of us don't at the time, we say, oh my God, mate, I was so lucky. This fella came into my life at just the right time, this person, I couldn't believe it. Amazing luck. No. You pulled them in because your state of being had changed and you synced with what you needed to get out of that situation. We are so in control of our destiny, it's unbelievable. And yet billions are persuaded they're not, and therefore they create a very different reality.